beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Where's the other ones? A beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, what's the rest of that song? I don't know. Do I have another one? And I got a flashlight. Sorry, an ECL. It's an ECL. Take time to point it out on the friggin' page. Why not? Why not? Come on. Boop. Boop. Calling all cars. There's a beacon. Thinking time. How you doing? You doing all right? You doing good? You doing it? Little sips of beer. Gotta be careful, right? Gotta be careful right now. I've already had about 12 of them. No, I'm just kidding. This has been pretty good to me. I'm gonna figure out the best way to carry that. And then, let me tell you, my one criticism of the Night Eyes holder is it's actually a bit too tight. You gotta wear it in a little. So I gotta find a really big flashlight or something to put in there. So I've been waiting for this street for hours. Sorry to keep you waiting, man. Jeez Louise. Holy gosh. Yeah, as you can see, I have a myriad of things all around me. I have the blinking green light. I 100% have the bump cap. Says it is what it is. It is what it is. Is what it is. Sorry, man. Would have been here earlier, but it is what it is. Is what it is. How you doing, Al? I hope you're doing good, man. I swear, I didn't mean to keep you waiting. I'm gonna take that inside. I gotta take that inside. Actually, I did find something at Thrift. Hey, Max May, how you doing? What is this? Oh, it is what it is. Okay, sorry, I read that wrong. My bad. How you doing, Max May? You doing good, man? How about your day? So it's actually pretty easy today. The only reason you guys got videos was because I had really not much to do over at that place. I got one more day to do it. Maybe two. I gotta go out to Apex some point on Thursday early. And yeah, look at a job, I guess. I gotta do Thursday, Friday. I gotta power wash some stuff. What up, mycologist? Mycological, I study our groups. It's very much so like a spore-driven thing here. Cheers. Yeah, I got something I gotta try. I just gotta load a little cargo or something, some trash or something, and do the video. I got at least 7 power tools to do. So probably gonna do. I'm gonna do a shit ton of friggin' videos probably tomorrow. Okay, a whole bunch of them, all of them 15-second reviews, and I'm gonna clear out what I got essentially, because it was a big idea. So I hope the big idea works. Cheers, thank you, thank you. Thanks for hanging out too, man. I gotta tell you, down here in not old sweet old North Carolina. Hi, you see, there's part of the problem. I have everything here now because I don't have a knife yet. I have two coming. They're coming. So I wanted to make sure that people knew that I could at least talk about something I did the 15-second review on, which I haven't really spoken on very much. But I really thought maybe this would lock when that was out, but I'm naive in some ways. So yeah, just make sure you have that thing on there if you want to try to use that. But as it's gone on, it's gotten a lot easier to use. It's got a good wear in, and I don't use this knife that much when I have it because it feels kind of cumbersome, but it works pretty well in a pocket. Like right here is a great idea. You know, just like that, sitting right there in your life, living free, out there parading. Dang flippy scraper, I know it's nice. Look, I think it was Rogers was saying he saw one and he was like, "I'll let you get one first." So immediately had to go out and make sure that Rogers wouldn't like jiving me one, which he wasn't. He would never jive me, man. He would never jive me, y'all. But that's a good thing, and I gotta tell you. So a lot of these Klein tools just has Klein tools printed on it, and it eventually wears off. But on this one, it's raised lettering, so I like that you'll always be able to tell it's a Klein forevermore. And this is a good little one. I like that that's an impact rated extension, and sometimes you just need that little extra bit of space. So, and then a flicky, all clean up. Dang flippy scraper and flippy knife. And I've been carrying that one out. And then here's the other flippy knife that I really love by them. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you can barely see the Klein tools on it anymore. And I wish they just kind of put it in the plastic or something. But you know how it goes, y'all. It'll probably stick to that for a little while and then that'll scratch off. Is that like etched in there or something? I don't know. But that's got the wire strippers on it. And I think I might actually be able to source a small piece of wire. Hold on. Ha. Ha ha ha. Ha cha 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 cha. Okay. So you've got your house wiring, yeah, right there. And then just kind of give it a twist on the friggin' piece of wire, and then I didn't get it. Hold on. We'll use this one. Yeah, that's the right one. It's the first one. Hey, come on. Work with me here. Friggin' strip a million wires. Oh, I see why. I've stripped a million friggin' wires with it already. Maybe I'll take a friggin' try that experiment again. Take a file to it. But let's try it again though. And then let's properly, essentially, cut the wire. So at least give myself a decent chance of doing this. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of pops this kit right now. And this is just scrap wire. Usually I take it and I break it down and strip it. Knocking things over, I'm knocking it. There you go. It's a decent little, in the pinch. So I was wiring up stuff. There was occasions where I had to cut stuff down in this house, and it was just, instead of having to grab the wire strippers, or I didn't have them on me, I thought someone competent had installed it previously, and instead of needing to send Pops to go get the wire strippers, I just used the knife. So it was a really nice story, but at the same time, it's not a perfect use case. It's just a pinch emergency case on the back of your knife. So, hey, what's up, 12 people? How you doing? Cheers. Cheers, 12 people. How you doing? I hope everyone's doing great out there. What's up, El Nasty? How you doing? How you been? No light. Spurfy. Kind of like a Milwaukee fastback. So I agree. I have a couple that I can show you. I do like myself. Show you that one. And say this one's definitively in my mind all right. It's not my favorite, and it doesn't do fastback stuff. But that one, it's a pretty decent knife. It doesn't do the fastback though. It's not one button. It's not one button on there. It's just quick deploy. That's all. And I think that's what it says on the package. Quick deploy. That one's all right. I think that one's all right. I think that there's other companies doing what I feel it should be. This does, but both of them do this. One button. I can tell you right now, there is one I definitely don't like, and it's a fastback. But I can show you something right here. I got knives for days. Alright, so this is good. A little story time, folks, okay? Pops always carried a knife. It was a Milwaukee fastback. One of the best ones that we've ever heard, okay? It's a legendary knife. It was very nice. It's got a great grip up. And it is the model number 4822 1906. Milwaukee fastback compact folding utility blade. It's a little loose right now because I need to tighten it, but I try to leave it in the state that Pops had it in. But that's Pops' knife. Now, for Christmas one year, I got him this knife. A competent compact knife. But the problem is he has carpal tunnel, and the grip up on it made his hand hurt. Right? Made his hand really hurt. And so one day I asked him for his knife, and he hands it to me with his right hand because he's left-handed. Okay. And I take it, and I was like, "What knife are you using?" And he pulls out this knife, and it's like, "All right, okay, we're gonna find a competent replacement." And so I looked it up. They don't make this anymore, right? This is not a knife they make now. This is the replacement for that compact, right? This is the 4822 1500. So 4822 1906 and 4822 1500. So they're from the same model lines, right? And then so I tried it for a few hours, and it gave me blisters right here. Gave me a blister right there, and it gave me a nasty hangnail. And I realized it's because it has this weird little bump in it. And if you look at the two knives, you'll see what I'm talking about, that it has this weird bump in it. It kind of cradles the fingers of the two middle fingers directly against each other while you're putting force on it. And yeah, just that little bit makes a big difference. Now, the next knife I tried was the Klein, which Pops really did like. If you look, it's less of a defined bump, right? So now Pops uses, this is the version that I have, but the white knight version of the black heart knife. If you look, it's basically your same kind of design, same idea. And you can get a bigger one too. If you have larger hands like I do, you can get a larger version of it right here. That's at a heart. You have to buy this with another knife, but the other knife is really good too. It's a 2-pack. I think it was like $17 and change, something like that. And then that's $8 or $9 at Walmart. And this one I bought it secondhand, so it's got to get some work done on it. And see, I've got to like fix it a little. Yeah, it's got to get tightened up. I just bought it off eBay because I needed an example because Pops like screwed up his knife. And then the next one I bought was for the giveaway at 1,000 subs. But that one's a really good one. I've used this one a lot. It's got blade storage, 2 extras, and then it's got a little clippy-doo in there that kind of keeps it all clippy-dooed in, which is really nice. So, like a very small version of like a large, like one of these the Adrian knives. You know, this is the most extreme version of that in many sense, because this one holds 10 blades in the back of it, and I got some funky blades. Those are cobalt blades, if you're looking for those. They're hook blades, but yeah. So this is like a miniature kind of idea of this, is what I see it as. And it's in a folding form factor. But this knife I really can't recommend, but there is one, and it's this grip right here, which has the excised bump, and then you grip up on it, and then your fingers lay flat and nice. It's a really nice grip. And I've been hesitating on buying one. What is the green thing? The green thing in the box. I'll get to it, buddy. How you doing, Dirt Bike Kid? It's good to see you. How's your leg? Healing up good? How's your leg? But yeah, that's a great little grip from Milwaukee. I'm not gonna lie about like my feelings on some of this stuff, because like the reality is, that's a nice grip. That's a nice grip. That's a pretty decent one. That one I just can't stand by. And you can tell we used it. It's dirty. We used it. We beat up. We kept it in our pocket a little bit. Got a little scratched up. I used it for 1 day. Dad used it for 3. I got him that for Christmas. That really friggin' must have been a kind of gut punch. Just like give him an uncomfortable knife to replace his classic one. So, but yeah, I think Hart's got a lot of good stuff. And if you're interested in these things, you know, Walmart does run specials on their app, which is something I have. And then I got that one at Home Depot, and you can tell I've cut up some carpet with it. I've done a couple of really good things. There's a really good grip on that. Hey, going to sleep? Going to sleep? All right. Good night. Love you. Speaking of Pops, right there. Cheers. Anyway, yeah, that's a really good grip up. That's the only problem I have with this knife, is it doesn't flip back with the button. That's really it. And most of these are all either conditioned or are essentially conditioned to be flip out knives too. But that's the classic. Go look it up on eBay. I think it's like $50 for a brand new one. Secondhand reseller. You didn't get stitches? No, you didn't. The walnut closed. Yep. That's gonna happen, man. I had a buddy had that happen basically to him too. So okay, Dirt Bike Kid. What's the green thing in the box? I've been really on about what Craftsman been doing, because it's basically Stanley Black & Decker. It's like DeWalt, right? And these knives do the same thing, except there's a pinch to it. So you got the pinch, does that whole thing, right? Does all that. You've got this version, which is the same deal, right? Which you can tell I used it. I felt really bad about digging up all the green. And then it's got a spare blade storage in it. So everyone's got a different thing. If you like the name, you can buy the name. But I like the knife. I think the knife is really. I think this is one of the best grips out of all of them. It's got a dope little pocket factor. It's like a 0.5 pocket factor, right? So you know, if you're running in your pocket, you really won't see. No one will really see it. I don't even have my pair of pants, y'all. For God's sakes. All right, so you better be good for God's sakes. Anyway, a piece of cardboard, something, anything. Yeah, I'll use this chunk of newspaper here. Like I said, I get newspaper donated to me. I'm a friggin' artist, so. Yeah, see how it rides right there? You can barely see it in the pocket. But it wasn't installed that way. I had to flip it from that side to this side because I had a terrible, it was like a number 2 on the pocket scale. But you can flip it like that with the little thumb stud, or you can just, whatever you're doing, right? Whatever your style is, you're like, poof, wherever you're going with it. And then I got to tell you, it's a really sharp blade. It's really sharp. But I got to tell you, it's not as sharp as where is it? Where is she? Well, I mean, that one is pretty sharp too. I got to tell you, that Swiss Tech. That one, yeah, definitely sharp. And yeah, that's one of my favorite ones right now. I tell you, this knife has been really like happy in my pockets because it went to the bone. Yep. Out for 3 more weeks though. Well, hey man, like, and that does suck, but at the same time, like recoup and all that stuff. It's a process, right? Learning, relearning, re-knitting, all that crap. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a hell of a time. Sorry, a heck of a time. Well, that doesn't sound very good either. Anyway, yeah, the Craftsman's doing some good stuff, but I gotta tell you, DeWalt does the same thing, right? Except I'd argue that DeWalt does it slightly better, just because it's like dumb DeWalt. They have to have a certain style to them. DeWalt. The dumbest tools on the market. You know why? Because they're for dumb people. That's why I use them, because I am dumb myself, folks. Hello. Welcome to the real world, Neo. But I got one back here. This one's a great one, too. I like that it's got the little curve right there, the little curve. So when you do a dope grip up, or you could do like a long grip up, it's really nice. I think that there's like one of these that has like a blade storage. I just never pulled the trigger on it. You know how it goes. I think Rogers just did a little run on this guy. I said in my particular roundup of it, my little review thing of it, that you could buy this for $6. You could buy that for $9 and spend the extra $3. Because it didn't do that when it came out the package. That took about a week of fish juicing. I think I had to soak it in a fish juice bath. Like this. Soaking in fish juice. In a little cup, essentially. A little, what is it? Saucier. A little sous vide. What's up, Diamonds? How you doing? I would try the Icon knife from Harbor Freight. Man, I've seen it. I gotta tell you, dude, like, as much as I want to spend $40 on a knife, I just don't want to spend $40 on that knife, and I kind of think it looks ugly. I kind of really do think it looks just ugly. It's hard to explain, right? It's like, this knife is ugly in many ways. Like, to me, it is, right? And then here's me wanting to take and just, like, burn this little chunk of metal out and then just kind of sauce it up so that it's got a little bit of a grip up so it's nice. Which I'll get to one day. Who knows? Actually, I was thinking maybe, because these are really cheap. See if I can just pop it out. Popped it. Doesn't screw. It almost popped. Anyway, now that I can actually do that with it, it's great. This is probably one of my first ones. I've actually had 3 of these. One's broken. I have it around here for parts, and then I have I find that dude. It is appalling, but it's high vis. That's the selling point of it. It's high vis. Okay, dude, you need a knife that you got to be able to find. It's high vis, everything. You know. Okay, so I can at least tell you about this, right? This is one of the cheaper knives on the market. Not bad. Okay, spend the extra $2 on something nicer. Cobalt does good stuff, but I'm telling you right now, this one's just not really doing it, man. It's gotten gummier as I worked with it. I don't know how to explain that. Like the dust just made it like not friggin' flip or something. I don't know how to explain it. Buy the nicer Cobalt one. And then here, little tiny guys, right? We got what? This is that's the cheapest one out of Home Depot. You find it in the paint section. Find it in the paint section. And then where's the razor from last night? That's the other question. It's got to be around here somewhere. I don't recommend this one out of Gerber, although I used it during the making of a bunch of videos today. So as much as I say don't use it, if it's handy, use it. This one's about $7. This one's about $6. This one's about $5 out of Walmart, but the only metal part in it is literally the metal blade, because everything else is plastic. And this one, I think you can kind of whip. It's got that double thing. That's why I was just reminded of that. And then I got this guy out of Hart. Got like a 2-pack. The handle broke off, so it's hard to friggin' push. Do I got something I can put up there? Use a coin. Yeah, it's a little razor blade. And when I get the chance, I'll probably go and see if they'll replace that for me, because there's supposed to be a replacement guarantee on them. But yeah, I don't recommend that. I mean, these are fine. Dude, these are great if they're good backups for you or something. You don't want to spend the money on a nice one or whatever, but spend the money on a nice one if you're going out looking for something. This is what I'm saying. Where's the knife from last night? That's a good question. No idea where that went, huh? It's probably on the floor right here. Maybe? No. Let's take a quick look, folks. No. Nope, I don't see it. No, sir, I don't like it. Okay, so it's around here something. Somewhere. Oh, I know where it is. It's right here. It's right here. I got it. I gotta do a 15-second review on it, okay? It's the Persona knife. So, Persona. I found this one in the flooring section. Apparently, this is a tool company that you use exclusively for flooring. There you go, folks. Does it whip? It does kind of, and it will when I condition it a little bit more, but I just want it to be like as new as possible. But like the thing I like about this, okay, pull that back, it releases the entire hold catch thing, and then you press it down and it locks back. It's kind of interesting and kind of cool, I gotta say. I did not look at the package to see if there's a lifetime on it. Of course, made in China. There is apparently no lifetime anything with this product. So, whatever. Really don't care about that. I am interested in that cool little. It's like loading, the blade. So, yeah, it's just it's got a double pole detent, which is what reminded me of it. Because this guy kind of does a similar thing with that. We got to pull both sides down to make it work. So as much as it does whip or it will whip, it just doesn't yet. So yeah, the Persona knife. I found that Home Depot in the flooring section of all places. Like I said, you can't rely on the knife aisle to have all the knives that they carry in the store. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Your Joker tools, show me your Joker tools. Man, I've got Joker tools on my list. I got Joker tools on my list. Although you want to see something that's Jokery, I do have and own the Joker card right there. That is 100% the Joker card. So just remember that, my buddy. And cheers. It's all that. It's all that. Cheers. Oh, that was the end of the beer. I can go get another one. Give me just a second. I will. Yes. The beer is not far though, so don't feel too bad. I am not going. Anyway, I'm still talking and still trying to continue to speak so people know. All right, there we go. Beer acquired. We toss this into recycling. Recycle 100. I got your number right there. I can show you cool stuff. So, I mean, I got here. There you go. That's it's a compound bow. So it's for son to learn kind of some target shooting and stuff. And then I got I've got a big huge sander that I used in this last project. I gotta actually have like a video up. It's a time lapse of me sanding the ceilings where they were like cooking like tacos all day long essentially, and it dude, it was the hardest popcorn removal I've ever done. Yeah, good knives. I'm gonna keep that one out. And I'll put this one in here. That's where it goes anyway. Okay, so yeah, and I did a 15-second review on tackle boxes. Look, if it works for you, then it works for you, right? Right, folks? Right, folks? Come on. It's not a tackle box, it's a knife box. Sorry. And then tonight's review. This is a pretty cool little thing. I like this a whole lot, actually. The thing is, I want to go get the rest of them now. So take from that what you will. Where am I at? Okay. The Wuben G5. I keep telling people it's a cool little lamp. Turn it on. It's got RGB, selectable RGB, and then you can run your own beacon. Whatever color you'd like. Come on. Come on. My double clicks too fast or it's not fast enough. There it goes. Yeah, and then the beacon is obviously not just a beacon. It's a flashlight. Gets pretty bright. That little jog wheel is also to dim it down. And then I believe here's the thing. You pull that all the way up, it goes into turbo mode. And then you do it again, and you get to a point where it goes low, and it's not in turbo mode. So, hey, what's up? How you doing, Red? Good to see you. Glad I saw you early, too, man. It was good to see you on that stream there at the Adrian's. Hey, what's going on there? Hanging out with the day Adrian. Just put that right there, because I'm going to have to go look. Pardon me, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not that sorry. Everyone coughs. Why did I say that? Oh, I gotta put that with the product in question. Okay, so, and the Persona knife, very interesting in my brain. Here it is. This is one of the sharpest ones I have. I'm still not up to par on lefties, so I'm not going to give you guys lefties just yet. Lefties are a little more out of practice than righty. Although I can roll it, though. Rolling it's not a big deal. Like, that's never been a big deal at all. You just got to, like, have spidery fingers or something. I don't know what the real secret is. But the guy who taught me literally looked at me, like looking at my hands, he's like, "You control the knives. You can control yourself." And then here's the best thing: is like when I'm like stone cold sober, like there's times where my hands just shake because that's just kind of a normal thing when you like use power tools a lot. I've seen some old dudes with like the shakiest hands. It's great. They're like, yeah, it just develops over the years. And then like, I would never really do this that much and do it like 3 or 4 times. I might do like the toss and flip. I might like, hand it to someone that way, like that, so that, it looks like I'm doing something dangerous, but I'm just really just not. I've just been doing it for freaking 20 years. Not to mention, this buck knife is probably, like I said, one of the sharpest I have. So, this is one of my favorites. It's a Husky knife. It's a spring-assisted knife out of Husky. And it's got a little pocket lock, which is the best part of them. Always need a pocket lock. Pocket lock it. Pocket lock it. Yeah, you pocket lock it. Yo! Red. Red's the man. Check out Carry Crew. Carry Crew does some pretty cool videos. He's a real deal freaking cowboy. But yeah, it's like a $13 knife, 13 to 15, somewhere in there. So yeah. It's nice. It's nice. Very nice. You're looking for something EDC out of me right now. The DX126 is still a big tout. Pair that with a Wuben G5. We're talking about very small, very discreet, very easy to pouch your pocket. Something, something very discreet. Something nerdy looking. You know what I'm saying? So that you're blending in. You got like a nerdy t-shirt on. Let's go, right? Thick Boy Tactical live, man. Thanks. Hey, howdy. How you doing, man? But yeah, dude, like little tiny things, right? Like I think someone might even consider that to be a pretty darn set of little EDC runners right there. Like I would throw a lighter on top just because if you can make fire, then you can harness the power of the gods. But yeah, I think that's a good little layout, man. So yeah, how you doing, Thick Boy Tactical? That's a crazy cool name, dude. I'm a pretty thick boy myself. At least I used to be. Lost about 80 pounds. Cheers. Yeah, that's why I'm drinking the light beers. But yeah, what a good little drop set right there. Just a happy little medium, right? A utility, so you're not chewing up your blade on tape or something. Utility. Like I said, you make fire, you can harness the powers of Prometheus. And a little lamp. This Wuben G5 is so really, dude, just where it's at, I think. Like, this is the answer to every EDC freaking flashlight question I've ever been asked. Although I am still buying something small. So, you can buy, there goes turbo. Phew. Thing's bright. Yeah, you can buy a pretty decent one for cheap, and I mean, that works too, right? By the way, I'm looking for something. It's about the same size. It's a little bit smaller. I'll order it tonight, see if I can get it overnight, and see if I can't pump that one out. But like, this set just makes me feel great, like right there. This one's about the same size as a Zippo lighter. So, but yeah, Coast DX126 and the Swisstech Verdig. That's WU with the 2 dots, RDIG. So, yeah, love the G5 light. Yeah, dude, posted my EDC loadout today. If you care to check it. Cheers, yeah. Hold on, let me check the channel activity. Channel, go to the channel. Shorts, today's short. Right, cool, man. Oh, this is one of these little short barrel guys, right? And then you got. I'm not turning the sound up. Oh, that's a cool little shard knife. That's crazy cool, dude. Y'all go check this out. Here, I'm gonna share it in my what am I talking about? In my community posts going right now, going up right now. So if you have to leave the stream to do one thing, go check out this thing. Put a like on it. Subscribe to you, Dick. I got you back, bro. It's cool. Let's go. Hold on. Reload the stream here. Yeah, dude. I appreciate you showing up, talking. Man, a lot of people don't talk. 6 likes, nice. Yeah, I love this Coast knife. I've been carrying it around, and I gotta tell you, the anodized stuff has really not. I mean, it could be painted, but I really doubt it. Gold's usually anodized. Usually it's, yeah, and it feels like it's. I feels like it's. Where's the? Oh, looking for the thing. It feels like it's not. I guess that's a steel part in the center. So it might be anodized steel of some kind. I don't know. Oh, I see what's going on. It's anodized friggin' aluminum. Dude, I've seen enough of it in my life. But yeah, the Wuben is, hashtag tools team, yes. There's, like, a week after we started that, there's like 100+ channels now. So, I'm telling you, man, the things I like to start them to be big and good. Cheers. And by the way, the orchestrators of all of this have been pretty much, the Ravivan, is that the actual name? But yeah, the orchestrators of everything that's social for me out there, Always Owl and Red out of Carry Crew. You should check out Carry Crew, Dick Boy. He's a real deal cowboy. Looks like friggin' kind of like Owen Wilson from the side. Well, no, you see, that's the thing. Like, all I can ever do, I keep saying it over and over. So all I can ever freaking do usually is make the videos. I'm so pressed doing that. It's like I said, tomorrow you guys are gonna get what? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos. They're gonna be a little weird tomorrow, but because I screwed up formatting on almost all of them. You're supposed to say like 15-second review first. One of them I didn't say it in, so I had to add it in. The Night Court Tiki. No, I've seen that one. I think he's in the chat here, Red. If you're here, I don't know. Anyway, the lift a lot, eat a lot, enjoy my food and heavy lifting. Hey man, that's not a bad deal at all, man. If that's what you love, then I'm not gonna ever tell you to stop lifting, bro. Yeah, there he is, Carry Crew, right there. Yeah, he's dude. Solid guy, forever. He runs the Discord. There is a Discord. It's I believe it's that one that you had is expired now. Carry the baton for, yes. And VapCap, dude, VapCap, I think I actually do this kind of like right here, live on stream. I was thinking of a way to do this. So in my community, it says you can look at people who do the most stuff, essentially. So we got like BD Dog Jr., Will the Mustang, Pekka, PRYK, Diamonds, and VapCap. The most comments this week, 12 and 17. You did 12 VapCap and Diamonds did 17. Everyone else, 23 for Big Josh. Rogers does 20, he has 20. Carby Keitel jumps in, 10. It's good to see Dojon. I wish he would talk a little bit more. And then still running. Leroy, still running. That guy's, dude, that guy's all right. Every time I see it, like always a smile on my face. So, yeah, and I'm at 709. I've been steadily climbing. I can at least maybe tell you the analytics too, which I just hit 1.5 million for 90 days. I hit 1.5 million for 365 a little while ago, but I've only been doing this for about 100 days. So, And if you want to know how I did it, just put your friggin' hashtags in the right place. It's really what it is. That's the one thing I realized. Put your hashtags and then caption the video because it says caption the video. It basically tells you right there on the screen to caption it. It's like sometimes that's easy and sometimes it's hard because you're not sure if that's going to be like something the algorithm likes you to do. I don't know how to explain that, but I always try to get hashtags in it. And then occasionally I'll just put out a lazy one to see what it does without all the hashtags. And it usually does poorly, but I don't need all the views at this point. I prefer to just have the filler space, and then someone discovers this thing from years ago, or what should I say, months ago at this point, because it's only months old. So cheers. Let me find my chair. Find my stool, my $35 stool I paid $9 for. Dude, that's cool, man. I couldn't really afford to do anything but make the videos at one point, so I think there's about 115-second reviews now, and they're kind of all over the place, but I like that. Something I like. And then I did mostly 15-second reviews, so you can kind of see the progression of where I got, how I got there. So, no, I've seen Zombie Tools. I've seen a bunch of stuff that they've done. The other thing is like, when I'm on the toilet, right? Sometimes I'm just like scrolling YouTube, watching stuff, like, and just checking out other people's knife channels, because I'm looking for some dope knives, right? I want to buy some swords too. I did a video. It's called "Visit Your Rural Walmart," and I picked up a friggin' a kid's compound bow. Also picked up a friggin' BB gun that got me banned from streaming at one point. So. Because I want my kid to kind of like learn to like shoot something, anything, so he has some confidence and he knows some trigger discipline. He has these other things, like never pull back the bow unless you're gonna use the thing, right? And I also have, thanks to OISL, a gigantic friggin' gnarly scar right there, and I have a Vevor bow that I'm still trying to adjust properly to the right settings. So. Going overseas. Well, I gotta tell you, the whole point of the knife is to remember that it's a part of you. It's not something that you're supposed to be afraid of. You're supposed to understand it. It's really what it is. If you don't understand it, then you're bound to get cut. So yeah, where are you going in the? Where are you going in Shield Super Tactical Giant Store? Man, I kind of want to go there. It's like a pilgrimage now. How many degrees we got in the Air Force? I don't know. I've never had the privilege to serve. I would have if I had to, and if I need to, I will. If it's soil, we're going there. For the most part, I got to tell you, I'll spend most of my time in shadows. I like to just sit and wait and find the right moment to use a bow and arrow. I think that's a much more sporting way of doing things. Now I could die in a sweep or something, but no big deal. I'll get a few before I go. Whatever the invasion is, I don't know. I'm hoping aliens. I really am hoping aliens, right? It's like, dude, that just seems like, yeah, that just seems like, the cool thing. Aliens. Yeah. Aliens, man. They're all here trying to alien us up. Oh, your wife is? Ah, cool. Nice. So you're, okay, I got you. I must have powerful intercourse. Dude, relax, man. Owl, you're such a friggin'... Are you tripping again? Is that the question? Are you tripping balls on mushrooms, my friend? Cheers. He's a mycologist, by the way. He grows mushrooms. He, cultures them. And yeah, that's always the excuse if he says something like this. Giggity. Yeah, have you ever been to Intercourse, Pennsylvania? Yeah, that's an actual place. And then one of my favorites is Hell, Michigan. Every year, hell freezes over in Michigan. Yeah, dude. Oh no, that would be it right there. Dude, we all in at once just be like, all right, cool. So like, dude, like, there's a Katy Perry song out there, right? And it's a like out of her catalog, right? Her catalog's pretty terrible, but out of her catalog, it's a good song, right? Right? For the most part, okay. And then Kanye is like, "No, I'm gonna be on that track, and I'm gonna be like alien sex," and I'm like, "Dude, man, I always hated Kanye, man. Dude, like, that's never changed for me, man. Like, uh, was size 11. I don't know how you know that, thick boy, but I'm just gonna trust you on that one. Yeah, of course, Leonini was probably full of the Amish. Actually, it is. It is. But no, like the whole point I'm saying is like, it's like Kanye basically ruined everything, even before he was ruining everything. So let's go for that one. The one piece of advice I always give people is buy a bump cap. Buy a bump cap. By the way, thick boy, buy a bump cap. I was talking about it the other day. I was like, it's actually like as the thing has gotten like used a whole bunch, it's kind of conformed to my head size. So like it sits perfectly on my head now. Boom. It's not too tight, but it's tight enough to stick on. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, I'm a big tall guy. I'm 6'6". Okay, so I hit my head. Dude, I saw a 7-foot tall guy the other day. I was at Jersey Mike's getting a friggin' Philly sub. Oh, your wife? Okay. Oh, then I understand exactly how you know that. So are we talking like so I'm guessing she's 6'1" or so. Carrie Crew, your wife is not 8. My wife's is 8. Okay, sorry. I thought you were making a bad joke. Whoa, dude, that's pretty young, Red. No, it's dude. There's a comma and there's an S there, Al. No, don't, dude. Come on, let's not escalate it. This always happens in the chat. This always happens in the chat. It always goes off the dang rails. It's fun. I'm fine with it. Let's go. Let's see what's happening. It's like, okay. So I was trying to tell a story. So, okay, there's this company called Vevor. Have you ever heard of this company called Vevor? Everyone in the chat knows already this story essentially, but there's this company called Vevor, and they make tools, right? But because they're 5'11", same as you. Okay, so 6'1" is like the biggest I've ever heard of, like that size. Like, because I used to work at a shoe store. I know that sounds crazy, but I didn't actually sell shoes. I fixed lights and shit. So, and yeah, I gotta tell you, I kind of learned through osmosis and hearing things. So Chris Hansen is now in the chat. Yeah, I learned through osmosis. But anyway, this company called Vevor, right? And I bought a ceiling sander. Okay, so I'm 6'6", so y'all got plenty of good stuff there. I'm not in the 5'11" gang. What are you talking about? I'm in the tall guy club. None of y'all can come in. But anyway, so Vevor, I bought a sander for it, right? There's actually a video on the channel, 15-second review of the sander, and it's not that old, so if you dig, you'll find it. Anyway, Red, you're not left out. And Tall Guy Club isn't real. It's just a joke that we all tall guys make when we're around each other. Oh, actually, no. You could be in tall guy. 6 foot even is the cutout right there. You have to be over 6 or over. So, you know, and you can't be 6. You got to be 6 in stocking feet, my friend. You can't like play around with this whole rule system here. So, but anyway, so Vevor, I bought the thing. I realized, dude, my pops, he bought a new pool pump, right? Guess what the friggin' pool filter is? The pool filter is a Vevor pool filter, right? So I'm like, you know, I'm telling you right now, I've said multiple times, the Vevor app is a great experience if you just want to go and look and see the myriad of things that they have, like cow milking machines, or, you know, RC cars, batting cage enclosures. Vevor makes everything. It says, it's like, you know, cheap, like tools for less or something, right? And that's their motto or whatever, you know. Cheers. And I got to tell you, the myriad of insanity of stuff that you can buy from them is not unbound, because I have right here at least 2 Vevor products I can show you that just don't make sense in the context with one another. So this, I try to be careful with this stuff. This is a Vevor bow and arrow, compound bow and arrow set. Okay. And you can buy it from Vevor on Amazon for like $160 or $150 or something like that. Okay. And you can also buy it from Vevor for like $118. Dude, Vevor, right? So they don't just make tools; they make everything. Apparently, I guess. Everything, I guess. What else do I have by Vevor? It's right here. Yeah. It's a lightsaber. They sell them in 2-packs for $50. The Glade comes out with these 2 little things. And actually, that's another thing I can tell you is I have built like props for small movies, small projects and stuff. And that's one of my props. That's a lightsaber. It has a Glade that fits in it. I just gotta ream this whole hole before I get it out, because like the paint there's a little glue in there essentially to help keep it in place while they're having fights and stuff. And then I can show you that at least. Justin Vevor. The funny part is, like, when I do the videos and I say Vevor, it says Beaver, like 2 angry beavers. But yeah, that's actually made of 3 pieces of PEX. That's like what, quarter, 3/8, and waterline. And that gives it enough stiffness. And then this one had to be curved because the guy wanted it to be like a Mister, hello, how you doing, Mister, how you doing? And she's like, it's that knife on the right of the bench. Which one? You've got, there's like 10 or, it's like on the right of the bench. Now I have to look. Which one? There's 2 of them there. But yeah, that's the Vevor lightsaber. And it does do lights and sounds. I just don't like the sounds when I'm doing the thing, but 1, 2, and then you can change the colors on it. Right? And then the software in this thing is totally just ripped off from a Star Wars one. So like if you want, here I can turn it off. 3, 4, turn it off. Press it 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. And it's got a couple different modes that you can do. And then, because I think you can't hear what they're saying, but one's like, you know, I've been waiting for you, and it's like the sound of, what's his name, Kylo Ren's, and then it says, hello there, and I think that's hello there, right? And, you know, so, no, it's not a buck. They're both fixed, both of them. And they're both actually surprisingly out of Walmart. That is a big one. It's got a pretty terrible micar to handle on a plastic base, plasticine base, micar to handle. It's not that bad. It's not a good knife, to be real. It's like $21, but for like a basic kind of knife item. It's not bad for chopping, hacking. I know I just like jammed it into the table when it was like another table like a bunch of times, and I know it chipped the tip doing that. But that's any knife really. Even like if I had done that a million times with my really nice 119, would have certainly done that. And even that's getting a little dull at the tip, and that's still razor strong though. That's still really friggin' tight. Yeah, that one, I can feel the danger every time I touch it like that. So, but yeah, what's your favorite scary movie? So, by the way, this was used screen wise, okay, in scary movie or not scary Scream, the first one. There's two different killers. Spoilers. There's two different killers in that movie. One's a smaller guy and one's a bigger guy. So they had to use a 119 and a 120 general to get the proportions right for each of the different runs at things. And then who's to say that the two different guys didn't have that? Oh, dang, what the F is that? But no, that's an Ozark Trail knife. It's got a really nice scabbard. If you can see, I did kind of kick it, beat it. I've had it. It's got a locking belt clip loop thing there. I like that. And then you can just kind of pull it out and then go back after it when you're done. It's not a bad little knife, and I think it was only 21 bucks. So if you're really curious, man, sick boy, dude, just get one, man. 21 bucks. What are you gonna lose on 21 bucks? That's all I'm saying. And then this little guy right here. This is $7 out of Ozark Trail, and that is a great little thing. Just the friggin' handle on it's really nice. It reminds me of a nice steak blade. You know, like you could really cut some steak with it. But to be real, I've never tried that with it. But I mean, the handle's like a steak knife type of handle kind of a deal, you know? So it's like, the tip is often neglected. Yeah, I agree. Okay, see, thank you for showing. Yeah, no, it's not a problem. That's why they're up here, so people ask, actually. Because I don't have a new knife right now to open, which is something I try to do for every stream, but it's whatever, man. It's not going to happen every time, so I got to have reasons for people to ask me anything. See, like EDC, right? What does EDC mean? Like, this is like a nerdy little pouch. It fits a wallet up front, pen, a knife, right? A multi-tool in this old school cell phone pocket from like 1996, because that's 100% what those things looked like back then. And then you just look like a dork. You got like a Star Wars t-shirt on, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that you're blending in a little. I mean, I never blend in because I stick out like a sore thumb, so it is what it is. Where's my beer? It's right there. Cheers. Essie, yeah. Uh-huh. Wow. Well, I'm drinking light beers. Well, I mean, there's stuff on the like channel. Like, I'd never heard of Ulsa until I heard about the 1753 nut finder. Great little friggin' tool. Tells you the size of your nuts. Right now, my highest quality carries essentially are. I got this buck. This is the Highline 263. That's a $40 knife. I believe I paid 18 bucks for it. Really nice. Got it on clearance. It's got G10 onlays. It picks up a lot of dirt and dust, I gotta tell you, but the G10 on this feels really nice, really freaking nice. So, and of course, it's one of the buck knife lines out of China. And then I paid full price for this one because I felt bad. I bought this guy, the special, for 50 bucks on clearance. I bought that for 18 on clearance. Just kind of feeling a little low about it. I know I can always go show you. Probably one of the best Chinese knives I've ever held in my hand. There's just a run inside. But that's a regular kind of carry. That's the 736, the Trekker. Because I am into Star Trek, so if you're wondering why I like Trekker or whatever, I've been watching Captain Kirk since I was a small child. It's a nice knife. I mean, so thick boy though. Hold on. It's a good neck knife. That's a good neck knife, dude. This stuff is some of my favorites. So this one is 100%. Yeah, that's scary, you know. It's a little scary. When I pop that out, people are like, "Whoa, I didn't expect that." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, because it's fucking hardcore." Alright, but okay, all this aside, I didn't need to talk about multi-tools or anything right now, but I'm going to talk to you about my favorite little tool-out blade solution systems. Real quick, I got one, it's hanging out right here. This is the Outdoor Gear Razor SX5. It's a utility knife. It's also your standard type of knife. Quick blade changes. Sealed blades like scalpels. Serrated, non-serrated. I bought that one for about 18 bucks with the regular price on it's 20. There is a larger one that does it too. It takes the, I think these are, what are these? 300s, and there's ones that take 305s. IWB or Pocket. Man, sometimes the codes don't working in my brain here, mister. Mister, the codes don't work on my brain here. Oh, carry on your neck, okay. I usually have one in each shoe, one in the cap, 4 in each pocket, 2 on the waistline, 1 in the back pocket, usually this guy. Yeah, I kind of carry way too many of them. I'm not paranoid, I'm just prepared, y'all. There's a difference. And then here's the other thing: is each of the knives have a different particular tool use I like about them. I mean, aside from the ones on my belt line, these are the regular carry Tantos I roll with. They're just cheap little ones, but shaving things, you got to shave something. You got a nice little Tanto. Hey, it locked. Nice. Nice little Tanto edge at the end there. And then here's the other thing: I can just stick it, and then as I'm walking away, calling 911, leave it there. It's evidence I'm calling 911, but this guy threatened my life. Melissa Backwood, she's cool. I've seen her, yeah. TBT, what? See, man, like y'all, dude, y'all are just rolling so fast. I can't even keep up with you. But yeah, you just drop it, leave it. Same idea here with this, although I gotta tell you, I keep these in my pocket because that is the greatest fidget toy for $10 I've ever bought. I remember I bought my kid a spinner once. It was like $9.99. Had like lights and stuff. Should have just bought him one of these friggin' things. It's like, dude, this thing is so fun and cool. I know that there's like good companies that make this, and I'll get one. It's a progressive thing here, people. You know, I only have 709 subscribers, I think, so. Not like I got that get it money from my YouTube Shorts feed. Although 1.5 million in less than 90 days is pretty impressive, so I can't say I'm not too far off the grid. At least not on that one. Oh man, I want a soda so bad, y'all. I got all these frosty sodas, and all I can do is drink beer. Yeah, Greenie Boys, except that Craftsman. You like the Greenie Boys? Well, most of them aren't bright, high-vis green, so. Yeah, and I'm ambidextrous, so I kind of need 2, and I have like a thing about that, like where I just really want 2. But yeah, that's my favorite tool-out solution right there. But I got to tell you, there is another tool-out solution that I also really like, but it's a little bit more bulky and cumbersome. These you can keep in a bag, you can keep in a knife pouch. See what I'm saying? Very easy. Keep that in your pocket, this in your bag, whatever you're talking about, okay? With this other one, however, it's a little more bulky. And everyone seems to want to talk about Roxon. And so I bought something called the K2SE Elite. It was a big disaster for me. I have another Roxon product around here. It's probably in my go bag, my little go-go bag, which is right there. In God we trust, stay weird. That's not the message right there, man. It's probably in there, but it's the Spark multi-tool, and it was just uninspiring, okay? Now, there I have two of these knives. They're both made by Roxon. They both do essentially the same thing. And, yeah, I know, dude, the Frosties are great. And this one, I hate the handle so much. It is essentially now a proprietary nail file and file. Because it's a tool-out blade solution. Take it out, put it back in, pinch it, lock it on the bottom, lock it on the top, and you're back. That's the S502U. I don't recommend that out of Roxon because I'm going to tell you right now, their first thought was the S501. S501U. Sorry, I got frozen there for a second. It was the S501U. You can't open this with one hand. Is one of my big concerns with that. With this, you can, and there's a drop point. Now, if you don't like drop points, right? Let's say you like a nice utility blade. You want a saw. You want a hawk bill. You want, a choppy saw thing. You want one of these. That's like the chop end, whatever. That's like what do you call it? Santuco shape or whatever. You want a razor knife. The razor knife, I haven't had very much success in this knife, but like it works in the other one, so I could use that for this. It's not about that. It's about hand open. This would need to be two-hand open no matter what. But yeah, like they have like a fantasy blade set, and then here's the one that comes in it. Where is it? Right there. That comes in the knife. It's not a bad little blade. It's got a bit of a back cut on there, so you know you got some strength in it and all that, but it's got some style, I guess, is how you're supposed to look at it. You don't like the drop point, you like the original, right? You guys are just on fire down there. Take the blade out, put the other blade in. This one's also superior because it has a ball bearing set instead of just kind of stuck on washers. But yeah, this friggin' knife is amazing. And why is the S501 better? Because it's got an entire full set pair of friggin' 1.5-inch scissors. Razor sharp 1.5-inch scissors. And you can sharpen them too because it's all tool accessible. The Roxon scissors knife. It's one of the best ones I can offer for an EDC pair of scissors that is connected to a knife. I've seen some smaller ones, but with that tool out solution where you can just do this. Hey, I want to walk around with something different today. I don't want this blade. And then a nice secure place for all these big hunks of chunk of friggin' metal to go. Hunk of chunk of friggin' love. And then say I don't even want the drop point. I want something way crazy. I want something insane, or I want something traditional. Let's go for something traditional. Kind of like a Bowie style blade there, right? Like a Bowie knife looking type thing. Bowie. Ziggy played guitar. Change the blade on the knife now. And it's got a full pair of 1.5-inch scissors. That right there just tells me spend the extra $5 because that's the difference in price between this knife and this knife. $5 friggin' dollars. This should be $15, Roxon. I don't know what you guys' ideas are. It should be half the price. There's half of the tooling in it. But it's one of my favorite tool out solutions, by the way. So Lynn was in charge of the cold steel. See, you guys are just going crazy down here, aren't you? Although I'm glad to see that the the company I keep are all well versed in a lot more than I am, because knives are something I'm still trying to get back into. I used to carry 6, now I carry 8 or 9. And Sam was here just the other day. Sam showed up in the chat, and I said, "Hey, Sam, you know me. You actually know me. Is it true that I carry like 8 knives?" And he goes, "Yeah, minimum." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." I said, "Actually, it's 6 minimum, I think." But cheers, y'all. Cheers. And I have enough knives to have at least 3 of these full of stuff, and enough to make probably the next one happen too. But I'm gonna look at knife rolls though. Knife rolls. 8 knives, carry 11 in the truck. David Bowie. I'm still out here, man. Wondering when ground control's going to call my ass again. So, perspective. I always carry 2 belts. That's a Dickies belt. And I don't buy belts that don't have the holes all the way down them. Why? Tourniquet. But I did find in the thrift store a BDU trouser belt out of Action Gear, which is a very old company. I used to see them in the Army surplus stores. And so that just slips on. You can just slip the nylon webbing through the loop and just tighten it up. So I have basically these 2 right here, always ready, always to be deployed on a belt if I need it. It's literally living in my, like, the cup holder of one of my little car caddy that I did the thing on. What, the amount of knives I carry? No, actually, if it's anything, I should add more so that I put some in my ankles. Let's see if I can get a pound down there. It's like ankle weights. But these are, this is the Dual Force. It's a full pair of slip lock pliers. They're $100 and something. I paid about $130. Paid about $57 for that. Right there. And then the center drive. Center drive is probably speaks to me the most of these tools that I have. That one really is, it speaks. I used to have one with the dual press, so but yeah, you just like whip them out and then do your work, and then get the hell out of Dodge there. And then, not to mention, a blade that I can never roll in my hand, because it's literally impossible to roll something like this for me. I will cut myself if I try to do this. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But very sharp. They're always very sharp. I remember last time I had a Gerber and I opened it, I got a little ding right there. And that was the suspension NXT. That's like my light carry, essentially, in the nerd bag, the nerdy looking bag right there. Put the bump cap back on. See, this fits kind of perfectly in this pocket right there. Right, so like I kind of have a choice, right? And here's the other thing: is like I have this thing. I don't really like things being in my pocket, but at the same time, I'm okay with knives being there. So like, take from that what you will, people. I way more comfortable with the blade than anything else, I think. And then here's the other thing: is like I need to get a couple swords, because I'd like to practice again. I'd also like to get a bokenai, like a proper one, not one that I made out of like reclaimed wood from something. So, you know, 'tis what it is, my friends. Also, I took Kendo for 3 years, so it'd be fun to do that again. And then I've never cut a grass mat. It was one thing I never got to in that. And so I'd like to get some grass mats, cut a couple of them. You know, like I said, I massacre papers here all the time. I just don't see the point. Why does people like killing papers? Smoke a little green, y'all. Sorry. If you're offended by it, then go ahead, be offended. I remember when I was young, I got offended too. Not like this. Like this. McNeese? No, I haven't. I'll check it out. I know there's a bunch of really dope boutique knives out there. Yeah, they better be giving. Yeah, good stuff. I believe this is called, what is this called? What is this called? This is called Purple Gumbo. Pretty good stuff. And there, I'll teach you guys something I'm working on right now. It's more nice. You know, I have my actual like quick carry right here. Like, this is my EDC tool pack essentially. So what does it have in it? It's got a flashlight, screwdriver. It's got this. That's a ratchet. Believe it or not. It's got a mini Gerber dime, and it's got a Camillus G hammer. Oh, dude, you're in my feed, so I'll watch it now. Pleased to make your acquaintance, by the way. That's actually very nice. I think the next $40 knife I'm buying is not the Icon knife, though, folks. It's a DeWalt knife. It's a fixed blade DeWalt. That thing looks amazing. I have a thing for the DeWalt knives, man. My banana is still completely deployed, though, so whatever. Oh, and then the H carabiner out of OTR, is it? OTR, yeah. The H carabiner has been my new daily carabiner. There's your action right there. You're holding your keys in your hand. Hook it on your belt. Hook it on your stuff. I smoked that good stuff. Ha ha, yeah. Dude. Made me want to cough a little bit. Man, I should go smoke too. Maybe you should. Cheers, by the way. Cheers. There it is, right there. Oh, and yeah, of course, you know I have a spare bump cap, right? Just haven't worn it all the way in. That's it is what it is, and this is you read my patch. That's enough. It is social interaction for today. Post my battle belt video. That's dude, like, that's cool. T-Rex arms belt. Okay, I got you. I know what that is. 100%. And yes, I've got. That's a Molly. That's a Molly. It's like a Molly loadout plate carrier. Believe it or not, I've never used it for any tactical stuff really. I've only used it to run Nerf guns. Because my son, he's 18 now, and like, you know, when he was growing up, we used to shoot Nerf guns and stuff and all that, right? And so as he was getting older, he wanted to go play Nerf wars and stuff. So I found the highest power, best ammo Nerf gun, and yeah, this is an Adventure Force Nexus Pro gold plate friggin' pump action. I mean, this thing hits really hard. It hurts. And then there's a bunch of 3D printed parts in it to make it like do stuff like that when it's not primed. So yeah, and then Out of Darts is where I bought a lot of those parts. So, yeah. My son, however, not as big of a fan of that anymore, but that's fine. I still have a lot of stuff. It's like people have asked me why I care about lightsabers, why I have lightsabers and all this stuff. By the way, here's the second Vevor lightsaber. Sorry. One's kind of a bronzish color and one's kind of a teal color. And of course, these things at the bottom, they screw off and you put them together and make like a Darth Maul. So, but I have a small collection. See, I'm a bit of a collector. I don't know if you can tell that. that's fine. If you couldn't, then I'll explain it briefly. I have a bunch of these things. I buy them for like $3 to $4 at the thrift store, and yeah, it's kind of an addiction now at this point, I think. But like, here's the last one I got. I got a bunch that I took inside because I was gonna be like, no one's gonna watch this anymore. So it's a purple one. It's one of the last ones I got, and then this one. And you see that one says $2, and this one says $3. No, you're gonna ruin the table. But yeah, why not, right? It's all fun. Like, that's one of the channel mottos. Remember when you had fun? Do you remember when you had fun? When's the last time you had fun? Just having fun, right? Just like doing stupid shit and having fun. Sorry. Everyone blows them. Like I happen to just collect a bunch of crazy stuff. Like, everyone should know by now, one of my favorite things in the world, if you find them at the thrift store for a good price, is always buy a pair of Hulk hands. Or if you buy one, buy them piecemeal. This is from an older one, and this is from a newer one. Why would you want one of the funnest things that's ever been made? Come on. Come on. Hulk, me sitting very introspective. Tiny knife. Just like, why not? Okay? Why not? You can just remember that there was a time in your life when all you cared about was doing stupid shit and having fun. That's it, right there. It's actually the only reason I still look, like when people see me, they're like, you don't look like a day over this or that. And I'm like, oh, trust me, I see it in the mirror, so. What's the, dude, I think there's one in the thing, but I think it's expired now. I mean, we need a permanent link for that schnips. Cheers. Join the Discord. Learn to throw your voice. Impress your friends. Be the life of the party. I think I should have another one of those. I do believe I'll have another one of those. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, usually I kind of hang out. I'll tell people if I'm going to hang out. Like tonight, I'll probably hang out there in the Discord. He's got airsoft range. He gets so mad about losing. He starts stabbing people with a knife. It's wild. Like actually stabbing people with a knife. Like actually doing that. Like that's kind of screwed up if that is actually doing that. It's a permanent link. Okay, cool. Is what a what? Is what a what? Oh no, this is a see, this is a Hyper Tough. It's a screwdriver. I got it for Christmas a few years back, and when I take things apart and put things back together, sometimes I need something that I don't care about, essentially. And yeah, it's a pretty crappy little thing. I think it was like $5 or something out there, but they have a Heart one now that's essentially the same thing. It's got a couple upgrades. Pay a little bit more for it. It's why the stuff's here. People are gonna ask. They're gonna ask. They're gonna look at the picture and they're gonna ask me. It's like that. That's a Dickies belt, right? Those are greater. Yeah, for like IKEA. Yeah, 100%. Putting things together. So I also have like this guy too, which is an electrician screwdriver. And Skill makes this now. It's got the sensing technology. Tells you if the power is running where you're about to work. And it's got a wire stripper I never used, and then it's got like a wire bender right there. But yeah, like that's great for that too. The one thing is, I also usually carry a drill set on like setting 4 for that. Because that thing at the top of the drill, you turn that to a certain number, and then and when you hit a certain kind of tightness, it'll go click, 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 click. As opposed to, like, let's say an impact where you're impacting it in even further, and you shouldn't do that with IKEA furniture ever. But that's a Dickies belt. Just buy them at Walmart, like $20 to $10 or whatever, $5. Always buy them with all of the holes all the way down it. Uh, yeah, hey, dude, I was watching your stream just briefly before. I think if there was one like, I was the friggin' like. I'm pretty sure, dude. I was gonna say something, but I had to like prep out for this. I was cleaning, so tried to give you as much view time as I could, Si. Uh, but no, you're a dude. You talking about friggin' like that one knife that was all beat up? Yeah, man. I've got one up here. It's a friggin' Klein Tools one. I bought it at the thrift store for $2. It's just like a long-term project for me to get it sharp. So, but yeah, always buy the belt that you can slip and that you can like tighten, because a tourniquet, right? Like the BDU trouser belt, like a classic friggin'. Oh, you dipping, man? Sick boy, you all right? What? Peace. Peace out. Oh, have you seen the new Ozark Trail knives? No, I haven't actually. The worst part is that like I have the app and all that stuff, and it knows I buy friggin' knives, and it knows I'll have them delivered tomorrow at some point. Dude, they awesome? All right, man. I believe it. You know, I've got a bunch of their total crap on the friggin' table here. You know that, right? You've already known that. Trying to break in this new friggin' bump cap. Where the heck did that come from? Trying to break in that new bump cap. So it's a slow process for me. Like, I did this one on the job, so it's a little bit like, it's kind of like a cooling effect happens on it, you know? Yeah, knock the bugs out. Yeah, pretty slick. Yeah, you read my patch. You read my patch. That's enough social interaction for today. I know that I bought another hat actually, but Smart Knife. Hey, how you doing, Casey? Holy shit. Smart Knife WR8. Smart Knife WR 8-in-1 multi-tool. Hold on. Oh man, Eddie. Delete it. On your radar. Nice. Good night, Tech Boy. Dude, thanks for hanging. Thanks for talking, man. Dude, I really appreciate it. Thanks for telling me you got some content there that I can consume. I love to consume the content, especially on the loo. I'm gonna bring that back. Like we're all like posh, sophisticated. You know, we're all from England. We're all doing the loo. Oh, you do. You gotta close the bank. Oh yeah, you do security. Dope. Dope, man. We'll keep things secure, bro. Hey, and before you go, definitely check out the Wuben G5 EDC ECL extreme light carrying flashlight. And the scissors knife at a Roxon. Scissors knife. Smart knife. Smart knife. Gotcha. So you gonna click that? No, I can't click it. It's alright though. Is that you, Zoe? Hi, Zoe. Meow. Meow. She's like, you, I ain't looking at you, bro. I ain't gonna, no, my back turned you. Hey, what's up? Hi, Zozo. Alright. Weird ass cat. Got 5 minutes, why not? So, like, reality is, man, like, you know, I've always said this, like, the world is what you make of it. If you let the world make of it what it wants of you, then you'll never get what you achieve to be yours. Stop achieving the goals of other people and start achieving the best goals in your life. Uh, I've only been doing that for about 10 years, honestly. I can't tell you it's been a hootenanny either. It's been rough. So you know, owning my own business has been an eye-opening thing for me. And then, like I said, not like this. Don't light them like this. Ow! I burned my finger. Ow! Right? When you were a teenager, you did that, right? Okay, you did the thing where you're like, oh, I'm trying to get it like in there, right? No, you do it like this. And then you spit it around. Look how cool. There you go. And remember, I got mammoth attitude. Mammoth attitude. Oh yeah, my biscuits are burning. Cheers. What can I talk about? Can I talk about the burn down bag, the get out bag, the everything's gone bag? Well, I'm building two, three of them. Here's one of them. It's a Smith & Wesson one a single sling. The thing I like about it though is it's got a somewhere on here. It's got a cross sling, right? So it connects, kind of keeps it from kind of rolling off your back. It's got many pockets. I'm almost certain. Ah, what's up, you little bastard? I see you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? Huh? Where are you going? What are you doing? Huh? Where are you going? Come on. All right. Pest control. Pest control. Look, it's my space, man. The bug doesn't belong here. Gonna crawl into my Night Eyes Clip Pockets XL. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. But no, it's like I don't know. It's like those. I got some Stanley screwdrivers at the friggin' thrift store the other day, and then today I actually went to the thrift store and found a PC for $15, and it was reset by the original owner, so it was ready for me to just load up into Windows. It's a pretty crappy computer, but it might do something for me. So I gotta tell you, it's hard to explain how like the nexus of things that I'm working on kind of will work, but I want to do a big project, and I want it to kind of like be personal and something interesting. So, does the smart knife have biometrics? No, man. Uh, the smart knife is dependent on the smart person who never touches the blade. Never touch the blade. Never touch the blade. Never do what I'm doing. I'm not getting paid. That's right. Full danger. Stranger danger is not a thing here. I am definitely not a stranger. Don't touch the blade, people. Don't cross the streams. Don't cross the streams, guys. All right. Where am I at? Where am I even at? Oh yeah, this is so I carry a regular, it's like a little medical kit in there, like a little first aid deal. But this is just basically if I needed to carry something out of the truck and run, and I needed to survive in some way, shape, or form, I've got some good shit in there. The only thing I need to do is add like some, culpably good friggin' protein bars. Protein bars are hard to friggin' find that I just like. Like the peanut butter ones are my favorite, but like sometimes they just got like they're too chewy. They're not chewy enough. They're gross. Made in the USA. And then yeah, I love the size of that light, dude. That light is so good. And you can see it. I'm already chipping paint off of it. I gotta buy a couple of them. They're really good, dude. And they do get hot as hell. If you run them for a long time, they will get hot. So make sure they're on something that it will transfer some heat from it. Like that's how hardcore that thing is. Like it feels like I want, dude. Like if I was gonna look at it, it would just be dangerous for me to look at it. So unused black tape. Why would you want that in a survival kit? Just fucking think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. Black tape, brand new. Got knives to cut it with. Never pull it. Always cut it. That way you're keeping your roll clean. It's one of the more versatile tapes, yes. Casey, M890. It is probably as versatile as duct tape, which I do not have any in here yet. I don't even have a fold-out duct tape of duct tape, but I will eventually find the right duct tape to put in here. See, anything that's UL listed, it's got to say UL on it, right? And the reason why is because that means that it's Underwriter's Laboratory, right? So that means it's like official tape that you can use even in the walls or whatever. If you're wiring something like a signal or doing something crazy, you're like repurposing things, you're lost in the middle of nowhere. The Camillus cone lives in here. Why? Because that is 100% some kind of fishing / survival knife. I don't know what Camillus is doing, but I kind of like it. I think it's interesting. And then you've got a cord cutter, you got a cap puller, pop topper, and then you got two little strikeouts for coarse and for fine, for sharpening in the field if you need to. Be careful, don't push too hard, you'll ruin your blade. A whistle, this guy whistle with the friggin' crappy compass, and then this, and then I gotta, dude, I'm trying to find a really nice compass, something like with a friggin', what do you call it, a leather fob or whatever. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Everyone blows them. Everyone has to do it. Why is this a human thing? All right, let's go. Yeah, so we're talking like two essential things. It's got just enough for that to be useful. It does have a bubble in it, though. It's kind of really pissed me off. A ferro rod. It's got a little striker thing that you can scrape it with. So the Camillus. See if I can lay this out here. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's go for laying it all out. All right. Yours got to pop. I blew a little too hard. Ah, haha. Ah, Swedish. 50 bar. I like that. I like that particular flavor. It's supposed to taste like Swedish fish, but it barely does. But it's still a dang good flavor. It's so hard to put a name on all of the different elements of it. So yeah, actually that would probably be in a kit at some point for me. Pack of Reds and yeah. So there's that in the kit, right? Let's move all of these knives over here. Take these, put these someplace special. They're my favorites. Buck knife, Trekker. That's a 736. It's a nice little knife. You can get a couple different colors. I like this color scheme. So, all right. Survival bracelet, way sweat. Way sweat. A Camulus comb. 100% just got to be a comb. I don't have one for the bag yet, but like it'll go in there eventually, right? And a Zippo should live in there. In a bag, by the way. If you have fuel, keep it separate. Keep it in like a little container or something. All right, so glow sticks. They came in this bag, but I've kept them because it's not a bad idea. Here's this thing, which is coming in just a sec. I'll talk about that. Because I gotta do this. I gotta find something I threw over here earlier. Where did I throw this thing, huh? What am I doing here? I'm a thrower? I'm throwing? Am I fucking throwing now? Don't be a thrower, people, right? Alright, I don't have it. But all these weird little gadgety BS things that you can always get in these, like, I try to keep a couple of them in there. They might be useful. A pointless card, a little EDC tool card. These things are pointless. I don't know why anyone ever thought that was a good idea. But let's go. Alright, so, and here's the thing. I have a different kind of survival kit than most people. There's this. What is it? It's a hammer, a hatchet, and a pair of pliers. I'm not worried about the pliers. I like the little hatchet, and I like the hammer. I like the sheet that comes in. This is really nice. And, yeah. So I'm building it out still, so it's not quite there yet, 100%. But it's already pretty heavy. The loading kit, don't talk about love, money first. It's the fire building, the fire setting stuff. It's got a bellows, it's got a striker, and then here's the thing. I was just saying you could do like a little container of lighter fuel. You could put that in here if you didn't want to carry that little that material, that waxed material right there. Have a good one, y'all. What, you leaving? Who's leaving? Light is solid, versatile. It's a good small compass. It's hard to find. That's true. But I'm saying I'm looking for something nice. Like it's about yay big, right? It's like, you know, leather bound. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. So yeah. So let's put the loading kit back there and then throw that so that is at least a backdrop to what's going on, right? Got you right there. Designing the set, the scene. Probably tilt that a touch. No, it doesn't matter. Cheers. And this is actually usually two things that I had to put back in that are in here. A weak flashlight and a slightly less weak flashlight. But, you know, three of them usually. Here's my old Lux Pro 400. I still honestly kind of want to just carry this. It's like such a constant companion to me. But I also recognize that it's got inherent issues. I gotta glue this back in and a bunch of other things. So, yeah, as many flashlights as you can put into this thing. You've got plenty of space. Here's the Roxon multi-tool. And why is this in here? Because this goes right along with the fire starting kit. It's got even more fire starters. Even more. Good night, Al. I don't know if you're... Yeah, so survival kits are bullshit. I gotta tell you, but if you build your own, they're not, right? Like, I think if I had to run into the woods, I'd have 2 multi-tools, several knives, at least 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a little carabiner knife. Where are we going with this? 5. Right? Stack as many. These are small, right? So just put as many as you can in there. That's what I'm saying, okay? You know, so a couple multi-tools, pouches for as much as I can get in there. Let's see, spare torch lighter, because torches are for different things. Ooh, hey, another knife. the Prybrid. Out of Gerber with the belt clip, the version with the belt clip. Okay, so now it's going to get interesting, okay? I'm going to talk about a knife and a spoon that's a piece of crap. It's a total piece of crap. Don't buy these. It's crap. It comes with a whistle. I'm not going to blow the whistle. I'm not the whistleblower here. But I bought this. It was $7 where I bought it, but you buy it online, it's $10. Probably because of whatever's going on with everything. Weaselly Wabbit. And this is a double set. So it comes apart. It's out of Ozark Trail. It's fairly inexpensive at $10 even, in my opinion. It's a big old soup spoon. Nice little friggin' picking fork. And then on the back of the spoon here, you got good old-fashioned cutting knife. A knife for cutting. And it's got a lock back there, and it's got a guard so that it doesn't mess with you. And then corkscrew and freaking can opener, those make sense. But yeah, like, you know, sorry. You know what I'm saying, right? So that's a great addition to any pack out, jump out kit. A length of rope. And then I gotta say, here's the one thing I have to put back in. That's the emergency shelter. Because not only is that an emergency shelter, it does have a little bit of rope there. Emergency shelter needs to go back in, and this emergency poncho thing needs to go back in there too, I think. But I want to buy some nice ones that doesn't look like a trash bag, but just to represent some shit that's going to go in there. And then let's say I've got at least one more knife here. I've got some fishing junk. You can do fishing junk there. That's not what I would carry normally, but I gotta just go and buy some shit one day. A headlamp, double headlamp. These are like $2 out of Ozark Trail, at a Walmart or whatever. $2, like $1.98 a piece. Just look up Ozark Trail headlamp, and it'll give you a bunch of stuff. And then scroll until you see these little guys. They're either red or blue. So, and they're pretty good. They're as good as this cheap one right here, this Ozark Trail cheapy cheap. And the reason I say as many as you can is because try to keep the batteries updated, keep them fresh, whatever you can. But here's the real end of everything, okay? I've got a magnifying glass, a shitty and cheap one, so whatever you can use. I've got a couple carabiners and some rings. Trust me, put them in your kit. I've got at least another, I've got a Night Eyes in here. I've got another ring, and I've got this, which is from a lamp, but you know what these are. These are like temporary chain links, right? And then I got from the Loadering kit, this is great for chipping little chips of wood and stuff. It's from this Swiss Tech kit down here. I can actually show you just the box real quick. So, what was that? 8 knives in there. And then the one thing that you'd never think to put in a survival kit that I think everyone should just have in their freaking survival kit is a little bag with a shit ton of ball bearings in it. And something to shoot them with. I don't know if you've ever used one of these, but it's very easy to learn. This one's a very exceptionally easy to learn on one. Nice. Looking at it backwards, y'all. Sorry. Dyslexia strikes again in reality. But so if you look, it's got like a luminous sight, and that luminous sight is exactly where you want to aim. Okay, but you want to make sure that this is like aimed up, and then this is straight when you aim and shoot. Right? So I'm not trying. You can't try. Don't try pull these things. You're gonna hurt yourself. I would suggest trying like small, like these BBs that I have. They're about the size of I got one right there. I got one right here. I got you. No, it's not. It's impossible to pick up. So I'm just gonna show you one of these. Cool. Let's go. But yeah, that's the King Rat. That's by Barnett. Okay, look, see, you know, very small. Just learn how to use one. Why? Because let's say you're carrying a sidearm, right? Let's say that's something you're carrying. Okay, what happens when you run out of ammunition and all that? And what are you left with? You're left with something that doesn't work. I'm sure you're carrying a lot. Okay, that's cool. But you need a good backup. The King Rat by Barnett. I bought mine for 12 bucks at the bottom shelf on Walmart. Because even they don't think they got something good there. That's a really good friggin' slingshot. I only had like friggin' 12 of them when I was a kid. So, cheers, y'all. Not 12, more like 4. I had one I made. I had a Daisy that Dad bought me. And then one of the first ones I had was a Barnett. I can't remember the name of it. And then I had a really nice, like, handmade wooden one that I bought somewhere in Georgia. I think the guy whittled it himself. All that, and then the bag itself has potential. Okay, a lot of this stuff can live in these pouches, right? I have a little tiny shovel that goes in there too. But yeah, so, and funny enough, it's a great bag. I think you can buy it for like $5 on Amazon. I've got to find the link and get it confirmed completely. It is what it is. Yeah, try to put this back on my head. Trying to get it broken in. Yeah, and then the OTR H carabiner. I love this stupid thing. It's great. So, telling you, as much as I love Night Eyes, if there's something good, I'm gonna rock that. It's also a very distinct looking thing, and I love something about this. Okay, I've seen other things out of OTR, and they resisted every nerve in their body to put a marking tool or something on here. It just stands as what it's a carabiner, but it's a double lock, so a double section carabiner. So you have to lock it up there, and then you have to lock it down there. And so, and Night Eyes has a similar product that I gotta buy and I gotta try. Okay, buy one, try one. Buy one, try one. That I think was $6 or something, $5-6. I think I want to buy a couple more because I really do like this, and I like this style, right? Like if you tie off to this and then you use a thing to clip out, that's a cool thing. You can clip other clips onto it, do rings, you can do a bunch of things. I would almost throw a bunch of these in there if I had the cash to do it, because I'm telling you right now, this is like a small representation of the fact that, right, we're talking about a survival kit, right? You can't buy a survival kit that's got this in it. You know what I'm saying? Who's bought a survival kit with that in it? It's a good question, isn't it? A King Rat Barnett slingshot with shot too, which is also the other thing. So what are we thinking here, man? Maybe one day I can just sell these direct market. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You guys tend to love some of these ideas that I got going on, and I don't blame you, man. I'm friggin' stupid smart, like stupid smart. I hate it. It's the worst thing ever. So, because people expect shit from you, by the way. That's why. They expect you to always have the right answer. And even though I always do, that's not the problem, that's not the point. It's they expect it of you. I don't know how to explain that any better. When I say that, I mean like the people in your life, sometimes the people you love, sometimes the people you hate. They expect that shit of you. It's crazy. Anna Black, hey, how you doing? I hope you're having a good evening. I am trying to pack this Surviving kit. Complete with a slingshot, backup weaponry, less noise, one multi-tool, 2 multi-tools, I hope you're having a good night there, Anna. I have been pretty much just freaking talking about all the stuff I already own. I haven't gotten anything new or anything, so, you know, two multi-tools. Just gotta pack it all in. Some fishing junk, which I gotta replace. A magnifying glass. Magnifying glass. Even the cheapest one you can find. It doesn't matter. As long as it magnifies a little bit, you can catch sunlight with it. A knife and fork set. I mean, honestly, I put 2 in there, but I don't know why anyone wouldn't already want to own one of these. I'm hot, the sander for my kid. Hey, oh, you got it. Okay, sweet, sweet. Yeah, that's cool. And then that one's locking. And then they fit together. Yeah, I bet he's really stoked too, right? You know, like, because now he doesn't have to sit there and like hurt his arm essentially by hand sanding something as much. Although he still needs to do that, right? It's not it's a shortcut, but it's not like the complete picture. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at some point he has to change to hand sanding to get things right if he's doing furniture or anything like that. So, you know. But no, I appreciate you telling me about that. Like I said, thank you for the update on it. I actually really appreciate any update on any story from anyone who chats, by the way, because I really do love the chat. I think we all are from different places in the world, and you can appreciate that not everywhere is where I live. It's not all the same, y'all. So, and where I live, although I got to tell you, it seems very much so like a nice little piece of paradise, and it kind of really is. I know exactly how quickly any of that can go away. So, seen it multiple times. But yeah, packing my stuff in here is part of the reason why I think that way. Plus, I always tell people, why would you keep an entire roll of black tape? It's a little more versatile than duct tape. Duct tape is something I need for the bag, but I got to find the right stuff. Yeah, thank you. You got the high grit, okay, for hand sanding. Okay, yeah, that's the higher grit is better for that indeed. Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. Wow, I apologize there. I really needed to do that. That's not part of this. That's not part of this. But for the record, I do carry a spare one. So if you guys don't own your own knife and fork cutlery set and you find me in the wilderness out there and you need a spoon, you can borrow my backup. Right, yeah. I'd put a lighter in here right now, but I need to bag it and all that stuff. And I'd rather keep the two separate. Put this in there because I love this light, but I keep this in my pocket now. It's one of the best lights ever. Although I gotta charge it, I know that. Hold on. Oh, that's kind of cool. This came with a charger, it's purple on the inside. Gotta charge that. I want to stay on top of that. Yeah, lights. A hatchet hammer combination tool. It's also got pliers, but yeah, whatever. Glow sticks. I need some more of them, and I want the small ones. I want a bunch of the little ones so I can double up what I got in there. And I think I want to get a slightly bigger bag, but I think I also have a bigger bag right here that I could do all this with too. But I'd rather do a survivor bag than the one I have. Like find something that works with like a million pockets in it and all that stuff. Some spare paracord. Always more room for a carabiner. They're real small. Night Eyes makes some good ones. S beaners. A knife with a sharp kit is a great idea. I even bought a small pocket bag at Dollar Tree. Yeah, hey, I've got a small one kicking around here somewhere. Actually, no. Here, let me show you this. Here's something I got because it was like $2 at the thrift store, and I think you put like, no, it was $2 at Target. Rarely do I walk into Target. I had to get a dongle for something. It's really close to me, so I just went over there, paid the $50 to them instead of driving across town, getting to the Walmart, not getting it unlocked, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that was $2 in their little like front section, and I'm sitting there going, that's something I can use. That's something I can use. I'm not sure what I'm using it for yet, but I'm gonna use it for something. I mean, it could almost be like a thing that holds things in there, you know, if I had enough of them. Also, really, like, the thing is, like, it's not like I don't have a problem with Target, really. Like, my problem with Target has always been they just don't have cool shit. And then the other thing I would recommend is a couple chocolate bars. I know I don't have them in here now. Or at the very least, what is it? Astronaut ice cream, dehydrated ice cream bars. A little something sweet there just to keep your energy up. And then some protein bars. Some protein bars and some sweet stuff. There's a certain like temperature at which good chocolate melts. If you get good chocolate, it lasts longer and it doesn't melt nearly as quickly. And all you gotta do is read the package, okay? Actually, I can show you. So I know I've got occasionally some glucose issues, so it's crap I do have. Right, I'm sort of. But my local spot called Food Lion, they carry something very similar, okay? And theirs is about $1, and but I go out to Walmart, you know how I am, right? And I just buy the 6-pack of these, the Great Value milk chocolates. It says 30% cocoa solids. Now, this whole box sat in my truck, in like 98 degree weather, right? And with 30%, you're not going to get a heavy melt if you get a melt at all. Because, about to see, is the proof in the pudding? Is it all melty on one side? No, it's like a perfect looking chocolate bar. They sat in my car while I dicked around in another store. It did get a little soft, so it is still a little soft from all that, but heat will break it down. It'll recrystallize. It'll be kind of like white looking. That's fine. Good chocolate too, actually. A product of Germany. Remember that time that German dude showed up? Like all Chinese crap. Shout out to that dude. Get another beer. Sorry for the dead air, I'm chewing on chocolate. Alright. Now I know that is warm. Cheers, let's go. Not that bad. Not that bad. Not that bad. Alright, so yeah, like I said, in a Survivor bag, you got to think about a lot of things. I think really the thing that people don't think about is stuff like that, like chocolate, right? Like, you know, an MRE would not be a bad thing to throw into one, right? So, you know, anything you could possibly think of. Oh, crap. Crap. Anything you can possibly think of, including backup weaponry, whatever, right? Should go into this bag somewhere. By the way, I don't think it won't. Ha. Little bastard. Quite randy. Gotta put this back somewhere, anywhere. And the survivor bracelet can get slipped in right on the side. Let's go. The idea is you're supposed to unpack it at some point. I'm not supposed to do what I'm doing, is always packing it, unpacking it. Well, I'm sure it would help if I learned that. That would help, right? So, but yeah. But yeah, that's got in there, it's got like glow sticks, it's got like, you know, I already have the first aid kit kicking somewhere else. But yeah, stay weird, y'all, stay weird. Eat a little bit of chocolate, maybe make yourself feel a little bit nicer. Maybe go out, buy yourself that handbag, make the girls a little jealous there. Eh? I mean, it's like this. This is a Targus camera case. Oh, it's got one of these funky molly clips on it. And that's what I keep my piece in. Piece. Lighter. Middle of my little case. Repurposed. It's like a little backpack too. It's, you know, it's like if we had like a Dobby or something, you could. Hello, Mr. Potter. But yeah, every tiny little thing that you can find, you can repurpose it. If it's something, it says it's something on the label, but it's you see it as something else. It's not that thing on the label. Then it's like the everything hanger out of. Yeah, I don't know where it is right now. I have to build a little table down here with literally just props, essentially. I know I shouldn't have all the chocolate. It's okay though. I haven't had very much actually sugar today. True tools, yeah. Hey, dude. No, that's the point, right? Like, Nya's will sell you a pouch. They'll never say EDC. Okay? If they are, it's the description on Amazon. You don't see it on the box or anything. Because that's not the selling point of this. From a tool standpoint, this is what most guys just want on their belt for most situations. A great belt clip. And then Night Eyes makes one of my favorite things, but it's really good, disturbingly good. It's a flashlight holder. Clips onto your belt. Great friggin' belt clip again. You can see right here why this is such a good belt clip. It's got curves, catches and curves, and then when it tries to pull off, it's not going to. And then here, what makes this so good? You don't like carrying it like that, you like carrying it sideways. There you go. It's a really good item. And it takes up to a D battery, you just gotta stretch it out. Just gotta stretch it out. Whatever innuendo you'd like to apply to that statement, go ahead and do it. And then maybe do like a remix of it. You gotta stretch it out. But yeah, that's the one thing I'm dealing with right now is that like. But I've also realized if I can see it, right? If I can see it, I might be able to actually do it. Because that's not just a flashlight holder. That's one of my favorite screwdriver holders, basically. Looks like right there. Even if that's not perfect, even if I can get it all the way down. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Because that is my favorite screwdriver being held by a flashlight holder. Because I'm telling you right now, your perception of tools is the real thing. Right? Like I put out that video, it said tradesman's pouch or whatever, right? It says just a quick thought about this product I was looking at. And it's the tradesman pouch out of Hyper Tough, right? And it says we're gonna figure out what it's for, man. You know, we're tradesmen, right? Like, don't tell us what it'll do. Just show us that it's something cool, right? And then give us innovation. That's the other thing people really want, right? Like, we want tools that will help us fix our lives. And like I said, that clip tech system, right? Okay. Load the belt with no tools, or with tools off of the belt. Load the belt, just put it on, no problem. Then pick up your tool belts with all your tools in it, click them on. It's so good. I got it right here. Hold on, I can show you. I do have a standard pouch, it's like a $10 pouch, but that's the knife pouch. Flip it onto either one. And then the tradesman pouch, hammer hook, tape measure, do some screwdrivers out here. Great little dump pouch. Load the belt, no tools. Load your tools separate. Clip tech. Clip tech. It's good shit. Good shit's all around. Good people, don't let it get you down. I highly recommend you try the knife pouch, okay? That's the small one. I think it's about $12, $9 to $12 or something like that, $8 to $12. I think it's about $8 for 3 extra of these things that they go on, they ride on, and then those things can actually be like screwed into the wall, and you can just hang them up at the end of the day if you wanted, or hang them up in the truck. But I recommend you start there. It's the cheapest, and it's probably one of the better things that I've ever used for a knife pouch. The knives don't really fit very well back here, but I tell you what, my marking tools certainly do. I got a Klein and I got an ox. Usually I'm running like a white mark in the ox or a yellow mark in the ox, just in case I got like a piece of lumber or something. That like you know how, have you ever done pressure treated lumber? You know it's hard to get a mark on it sometimes. So an ox with a yellow mark installed is a really good thing to, because like I have one of each now. Yeah, but the knives fit great down here, right in here. Knives are always great in there. How do I know? Got me? Got me? Do you got me? Do you got me? You've read my patch. That's enough social interaction for one day. And also, bump cap. Buy a bump cap. I gotta open this beer. This chocolate is not for individual sale. It's not for retail sale. Even though I went and bought it at a retail location. Not for resale. Not for me to resell. Noel, how are you? How are you doing, Noel? Hi. Cheers. Cheers, Noel. I hope you're not. This doesn't make you feel bad or nothing. I don't know who you are. I just met you, I think. But yeah, that's the little Bugout bag. It's got a lot of great stuff in it. The restream will be up, so if you want to go see what's in there, I just got it all packed up. Oh, this is my happy place, bro. This is my happy place. So I am 100%. No matter what's going on in my life, this is one of my favorite places to be. But outside of that, outside life, I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I've been riding pretty low. Finishing out this nightmare of a job. Eating a little bit of chocolate. It's the little things, you know. I don't know. But yeah. I didn't do a whole bunch of work today. I came home. I made the 15-second review that's up right now. Pretty sure. Let me go call on. Yeah. And I made 2 more. Tonight's got a movie recommend at a 15-second movie rec at midnight. So. And so I try to put them out at weird times because not everyone's gonna watch that content, but I give it like a long stretch of time for it to like work its magic. And then sometimes you post something you don't even understand how it happens, right? Maybe use the right hashtag because I think hashtag Harrison Ford is working really good right now. So I got 1,000 in like friggin' 30 minutes or whatever on that one. The Fugitive. Great movie, by the way. But no, I'm doing good. I've actually been doing good, like doing good things in my life and stuff like that today. So, and then I think I've overeaten a little bit over the past couple days because I'm like, and I need to like just get back onto my diet. I think because I've been friggin' cheating, like drinking sodas and stuff. Man, I gotta tell you, I gotta stop it. So, back drinking a little bit of beer, just trying to like relax with some water and beer. I know I gotta wake up at 6 in the morning again. At least I got those 2 days to sleep adjust. Cheers, by the way, cheers. But yeah, in this kit is like, the loading kit. Which is like a fire starting kit. At Swiss Tech. It's one of my favorite little deals. It's like $30 for that. The little waxed canvas pouch is probably one of the better things in it. So if you're looking for a good EDC pouch, you just want to ditch all the fire stuff. It's a good little pouch. I could show it to you, but I just got it all packed up. I should have left it all out. It's alright, I'm trying to wind the stream off a little bit. And of course, hang out probably for about 20 minutes to see if anyone shows up to the Discord after the stream. So, not even my Discord. I don't run or own it, and whoever is going to do that is going to make the benefit from it because I trust them to do that for me. Trust me when I tell you, he's already making the benefit for it. And then, can I recommend Zippo to people? Can I recommend you a Zippo? So if you're in Walmart and you're looking around at the Zippos, see if you can find one of these. It's one of the best 2A jokes I've ever seen. It's really funny. I just kind of snicker at it. It's like, every time, like, like that. Like a dumbass. But yeah, can I recommend one to you? Maybe buy 2 of them because you're going to scratch all that crap off eventually. So the whole point of a Zippo is supposed to age. Then why'd they pre-age the back? Why did they pre-age the back, huh? It's all scratched up on the back. And it's called street wash or stone wash or something, eh? No, but it's I like the joke. I think it's a funny joke. And then having that Zippo is, like I said, I gotta buy a couple more. And then I can also recommend you that if you like the Zippo stuff, I can tell you for $20, right? You can buy a regular like street, standard one. And this case I had out of another one. You can buy a Zippo butane insert for $20. And so if you need a decent torch or you need a decent yellow flame, see, I'm out of fluid. I'm out of fluid. Where's my fluid? There's my fluid. There, right there, right there. It's right there. Nope. Give it to me, baby. There you go. Yeah, if you need a nice butane lighter, it says Zippo butane lighter, but it just doesn't look like this. This is an old case. It'll look like this, which is more the stonewash look, which I think is still nice. Don't get me wrong when I'm making fun, because here's my Made in the USA. It's got the stonewash on it, and that one definitely works. Just used it to light the cig. So, do I have a brass one? Yes. Here's the one I carried in my pocket for years. It says Evil on it. There was a guy who was like, man, I really wish I had never bought the gold one. I was like, it's not gold, it's brass. He's like, yeah, but it's gold, man. I was like, it won't be gold forever. He's like, yeah, I know, it's not as gold as it used to be. And I'm like, dude, right? And I'm sitting there with like a standard one like this. Paid like, I think it was $9.98, a regular Zippo. And he goes, I wish you had one like yours, right? And I know that these are like $15 or $12 at the time. They're like 15 now. And then, so the guy, he's like, I'll trade you. And I was like, yeah, of course. So I got the, it's like with the little double bands that are built into it. And then the next day, there was a jeweler next to the arcade. And I took it to the jeweler and I had him inscribe Evil on it. So that's how I pocket carried that for years. And people were like, why does it say Evil on it? I don't know, because it's an evil lighter. It's going to light fires and stuff, right? If you leave it alone, it's going to just light things on fire. Why? Because it's evil. I got a Zippo here from 1965. It's got a modern case on the inside. And the reason why is because I have this Zippo from 1967. And this one was Pop's bought in Vietnam. And now the inside casing, which my uncle lost or broke, is now replaced with something a little bit more era accurate for the inside. But yeah, he bought that in Vietnam at the PX, and essentially brought it home to his brother, and then his brother kept it in a drawer for years after he quit smoking. Although he ate a lot more richly than I do, so and I also really am trying to quit myself. So, but yeah, it's a little piece of my family history there, and you can tell Uncle Eddie, he definitely friggin' used this thing, kind of abused it. It's got a little bit of a shift in it. It's got some dents in it, and then yeah, it's got something a little more error correct on the inside, and it still sounds like a Zippo. 1960, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1968. Because he was there 67 to 69. Keep that in a nice case so that, keep it there for posterity, right? But no, I know Pops gave me that one, and I know Pops gave me another one with an American flag on it. I never used because that's got a friggin' design scratching off of it. Like I said, maybe I should just use it and like scratch off the design anyway. I don't know. It's like an American flag with a nautical star. If that's what you were thinking. It's around here somewhere. Might be in here. Yeah, I got a bunch of them. Yeah, there it is. Nautical star with an American flag. The thing at one point in my life. Yo, yo, cicada, chill. I'm pretty sure that's a damn cicada. But yeah, that's. At one point, I wanted to actually tattoo that shit on my body. It's so dumb. Such a dumpy edgelord back then. Still kind of am, but it's okay though. Like, and then I got this guy right here. This is like a Marlboro 27 lighter. You had to buy like a certain amount of them, and then you get a Marlboro 27 thing. It's got a lot of cleanup and a lot of way to go. And I think I'm just gonna send it to Zippo, along with there's another one in here. It's hard to find. It's Pops's original like Zippo that I bought him. It's got the little gold plate on it and all that. It has his initials and all this. And he beat the crap out of that thing. But yeah, okay. So to recap, build your own survival bag. By the way, that thing's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. Roxon makes some good knives. The S502U or S502U is not worth it. The S501U is, and that is the scissors knife. Talked about that. I talked briefly about, push that back right there, and multiple times about bump cap. Bump cap. Get yourself a bump cap. If you work in attics, you work in crawl spaces, you work under houses, you're doing plumbing in cabinets, get a bump cap. I have certainly made this very clear that I have not just one, but I have two. And I can tell you the progression of wearing this one. Okay, if you kind of look at this, you can see it sitting in the hat. It's just perfectly fine, just like this one. But like these gaps are a little bit different on each side. They're a little bit wider here and a little bit like softer here and a little bit harder to see. But a lot of this is kind of stretched out the size of my head. So I gotta tell you, the bump cap, it's kind of saved my life essentially. And I wear it like all the time because I bump my head getting out the dang truck. It's what it is. Yeah, get the bump cap. The bump cap's worth it. It's really good. And of course, now I've got something growing on this. What the fuck? What the F? Man, I hate the wet season around here, dude. Friggin' hate it. Move somewhere dry one day. Holy crap. But that's why I keep isopropyl alcohol around, you see. Just go ahead and put a little bit of that on there. And that'll take care of most of that. That'll dry out overnight, and then I'll be perfectly fine. Nothing, no one the wiser there. It's okay. Yeah, 99%. Stuff grows on stuff occasionally around here, and if I leave it out for too long in the garage, this is why I never keep cigs out here or anything like that, really. That's why beer sweats as hard as it does here on my table. It's kind of an amazing place where we live. It's like every once in a while you smell the beach. And every once in a while you smell mountain air. Anyway, look. Like I said, the pathway to success was never in anyone else's hands. It's in yours. We talked about Zippos. Check out try to find the license to carry small arms with the T-Rex on it. It's at Walmart. That's where I bought mine. You probably find it on Amazon or whatever. The Clip Pockets XL. What do I carry when I'm out doing some work here? I got a cameless G hammer. I got a shitty flashlight that I can leave under a house if I really needed to. I've got a mini set of Gerber pliers. I've got a ratchet, the doohickey with the ratchet on there, just in case I need a ratchet. And then I've got this is a pen and a Stanley pen screwdriver, the pen-shaped screwdriver. And they have flip bits, their proprietary size, all that stuff. So don't even worry about that. Just keep it all together, and then keep it when you need it. When you need it, you don't have your regular one. You need a different bit or something. Maybe that's your quick grab, right? So the Clip Pockets XL is a great friggin' product. Great belt clip. Night Eyes makes amazing things. This is a flashlight holder. I love their entire S-Beaner line, from the number 10 all the way down to the micros that they have. And I have a micro kicking around here somewhere. Oh, it's right here on the Clip Pockets XL. You get one right there. There's the micro S-Beaner. So from one of the biggest to the smallest, carry anything, carry what you need, carry it out, carry on, stay weird, right? By the way, what a comically big, huge thing, but trust me when I tell you, I've hooked like a couple bags with this, like 3 bags, and then carried it like that. And then it shows you 3 paint cans. It does like up to 75 or 80 pounds or something like that. So, Night Eye's doing amazing things. I think we talked about how Craftsman has the little pinchy drop point kind of cool knife that I really do recommend. It's like $15 for that. It's a really cool knife. Always carry some sacrificial knives. I always carry about 8 on my person, just if you ever wanted to know. I had someone here actually who knows me prove it. Yeah, I love these Ozark Trail flippy ones. They're left and right coated. I don't recommend this knife, but it's a good knife anyway. You can buy it if you want. That knife pouch, definitely check that out if you're interested in that clip tech system. And then what does EDC mean? It means sometimes blending in, sometimes just looking like a giant nerd, because that'll hold like a small thing, you know, like a something small, right? And then you could probably put a wallet in the front there. You can put a knife. There's a pen in here, right? There's a mark saw or ink saw or whatever. And then out front you could put whatever you'd like out front. I usually do like a light or something in there. So, and then speaking of lights. We did briefly talk about EDC carry lights, and we talked briefly about the Wuben G5. The Wuben G5 is probably one of the best lights on the friggin' whole of Amazon. It's the only place I've seen it, but it's super bright. And then if you press and hold, you've got an LED, an RGB LED beacon. Now, why would you want to choose your color? Hey, I have a pink beacon or a magenta beacon. Use it as a flashlight. Then when you need a beacon, guess what you're doing? And then this thing clips to your pocket. Move that sideways. Turn your beacon out, and then clip it in your pocket. Or do it the other way, whichever is necessary for your pocket. It's an amazing little freaking light. I gotta admit, I paid $20 for it. I'd pay $30 for it, even after only paying $20 and getting a good deal. So I gotta tell you, the Wuben G5, it's off of Amazon. If it's still on sale, man, go get one. Dude, $20, get it black or green. Kind of want to buy the white one, just for a snow out kit, for a blizzard kit maybe. That would be fun. Just the idea of it. Yeah, it's the smallest flashlight I can find. How small is it? It is the size, literally, of just slightly larger than a Zippo. Width, height, it's a little bit prouder this way, and it's a little bit prouder this way. So I gotta tell you, you gotta try it, man. Only time will tell if this thing's great, but I gotta tell you, it gets hot when you run it for like 30 minutes. So that tells you what it's doing. It's doing something that's creating an immense amount of heat through that white light. So 500 or 400 lumens or 500 lumens with a turbo mode, which will get you about 1,000 for a little bit. It's cool. Press and hold. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta get out of that. Out of that mode. And then yeah, like I said, that dial changes the color and then press and hold, go to white, and tune it down, and tune it up, you tune it down, tune it up, tune it down. And I think right there is like turbo mode. That's pretty darn turbo-y. That's really bright. You know, do I have something at like what, 1,000 lumens? I could probably compare that to, because that's what the turbo mode's supposed to be running. I do. The Steigern, it has 2,000 and it's got digital focus, so we're going for, that's regular. That's about 1,000. It's about 1,000. It's maybe not quite 1,000. So and it's probably out of turbo mode now. Yeah, it's out of turbo mode now. So. All right, look. Try it out. It's a good little flashlight. Ah, there it goes, huh? Do you see that? Turbo. So I think it's getting you about 800 lumens on turbo. Oh, wait, there you go. No, about 1,000 right there. Maybe 800, maybe 900. I mean, look at this big thing. Look at this little tiny thing. That's what I'm trying to get after. It's a good little light. And I also can tell you that the Steigern is a great friggin' thing. It's literally a spotlight and a floodlight. Is it a bit to manage? It does fit in the Night Eyes holder. So take from that what you will. Remember, sometimes the tools you're looking at, yeah, that's a $30 flashlight or $40 flashlight or whatever, $39.98, whatever. But that is like the spotlight on the side of a cop car. That is like in your hand. Now you could go and buy a big, huge one with a freaking pistol grip and all that. And I've had plenty of those over the years. But the reality is they're really heavy. This thing is not. This thing is very finger light. It's like I can play with it in my hand there. You know, it's like, and then go shoot like whatever friggin' light wherever I need it, whenever I need it. Cheers, by the way, cheers. Cheers to the fishes and the people, y'all. Well, I guess I can say check out the Discord, people. Check out the Discord. I don't run it, but several dedicated acolytes do. I'm gonna go hit the Discord and hang out there for a few minutes to see if anyone wants to chat. But it's about midnight here, and let's go, man. Dude, I do have to wake up in 6 hours. I need to be awake and functioning in 7. So I got about 20 minutes on the Discord, and then. Thank you all very much. I tipped my hat. I tipped my hat. I appreciate it very, very much. Anyone who stayed, anyone who said anything, shout out to Noel, shout out to KCM M890, shout out to Anna Black. I'm so glad that your kid was stoked about that sander. Shout out Always Owl, crashed out a little early. Shout out Thick Boy Tactical, new tonight. Go subscribe, he's got a pretty cool channel. Shout out to Size Sharpening, he's also got a pretty cool channel. Carrie Crew's got a great channel. Check out Carrie Crew. Hank Fleet was here. Shout out to Hank Fleet. Who else? Shout out to Mista. Shout out to the Mista. And shout out to friggin' what's his name? What is his name, y'all? It's Vapcap JB was here. And then also shout out Sparky Struggles. Diamonds was here. Shout out Diamonds. Yeah. like I said, one love, we get to share it. Leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it. One love. I'll catch up with everyone.